Hello people, welcome back to Beauty Jam. Today I'm going to be doing another album review. This is going to be for Sweetener by Ariana Grande. I know this video is late and the month has been out, the album's been out like a month or so, but I've been listening to Queen, there's been a lot going on and I've only just really come around to doing this video now. But either way, this is my thoughts on the album. I just want to add, for anybody who is here for reactions or music or anything like that, this is not the video. I will not be playing any music or anything like that because I don't want any dealings with copyright. So if you're looking for that, this is not the video. I need to clear that up before I go. Okay, so this is Ariana Grande's third album? Fourth album. Might be fourth. I'm not sure. But it's called Sweetener. Let me just get comfy, guys. It's called Sweetener and it was released in August, a week after Nicki Minaj's, which when I saw that I was kind of like, oh no. But we won't get into that. Anyway, track number 1 is called Raindrops and it's also called, it's in bracket, it's got an angel cried, so I think you can call it both. But I'm just going to stick with Raindrops. It's called Raindrops. It's very short, but vocals are up there. Ariana Grande's intros to an album are great. I'm not entirely sure which one I prefer out of this one or her My Everything intro. Her My Everything intro was up there with it. And I used to play that on repeat, that intro, because it was just flipping great. So yeah, I love that intro. Her intros are just like nice, smooth, just to push you into the album. Here we are, Sweetener is here, here is your intro, and now we're going into it. That's what they're like. Track number 2 is called Blazed. Now, this song is a skip song for me. I do not really like it. Ariana Grande's part is up there, her vocals and everything I like, you know, but I don't really know what the guy was doing. So for me, it didn't hit it. You know, it didn't hit that point where I was like, yeah, this is a decent song. Like, it didn't hit that point. So that will be a skip song for me. Also, I don't know how I feel about this being track 2. Like, maybe this should have been like a bonus track. I wouldn't have put this at track 2, you know? So we get the nice intro and then you get this. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody who likes these songs, but this is just my personal opinion, okay? Track number 3 is The Light Is Coming. Obviously, we've heard this song very many times before. Nicki Minaj is on, so obviously I like her part because I'm a fan of Nicki, you know. But Ariana Grande's part is up there. Again, vocals great. I don't think I need to say about Ariana Grande and the vocals because they're always up there on every song. But the chorus and the whole song in general is just too repetitive for me. So once I've listened to Nicki's verse, this will be a skip song, you know. So it's kind of like, no, it doesn't reach it. The rest of the song doesn't reach it. I kind of wish, I know this might sound biased because I am a Nicki fan. I think I've said this before, but I do wish she had a verse at the end because it would kind of balance the song out then. Nicki opens it, Nicki finishes it. It would also break the song up from being so repetitive. So that's kind of what I wished for this song, but never mind. So that's track number 3. Again, once I've listened to Nicki's verse, I shall skip this song. Track number 4, REM, which is actually Ariana Grande's favourite song on the album. I don't know. It doesn't reach it. It's okay. I like the bam 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 thing, like the bam bams. That's what I call it, bam bams. I like the bam bams. It's a pretty relaxing song, but the beat doesn't really change you up, and there's not much really going on. But it's okay. I'll probably still skip it, but it's okay. It's better than Blazing, put it that way. Number 5 is God Is a Woman. This is the second single she released. I don't like this song. Unpopular opinion, I know. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know. I just find it boring. I just find this song in general boring, right? I just don't like it. And I know that the rest of the world seems to love it, but I just don't. It doesn't do it for me. I'm like, where's the, like, No Tears Left to Cry? Where was that? That's what I want. You know, so I don't really like this song. I don't really like the video either. Like, I don't know, I just don't like this song. That's just my personal opinion. That'll be a skip as well. To be honest, I've skipped most of the tracks so far, apart from number 1. Number 6, Sweetener, the title track of the album, is the worst song so far Honestly, where was this come from? Why is this the title track? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, no, it didn't do it for, again, it didn't do it. I don't know why. Just didn't do it. But I think what I didn't like about this one was, you know, where she's like, get it, get it, get it, get it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, get it, get it, get it, get it. I don't like that bit. I don't like it. I just don't like it. There's a lot of random noises. There's a lot of things. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. So that's definitely a skip song, 100%. I don't know why she named her album after this song, because honestly, flipping no. Then number 7, Successful, comes along, and I'm like about to stop listening to this album, because honestly every song so far, I don't want people to think that I'm being mean, this is just my personality, but every song so far, apart from the first one, has been kind of a flop to me. But some were okay, you know, but these past 2, oh my gosh. So number 7, Successful, comes along, and I like it. I like this song. I like the message, you are successful, and I like the flow. Like, the flow of the song was nice. Very, very nice. I like that song. It's like a guitar happy bop type thing. That's what I like. You know what it reminded me of? Now, I'm not about comparing artists and, you know, like, oh, they copied them because they did this. I'm not about that. Like, I do see every artist as an individual. They can do their own individual things, you know. But what this did remind me of is, do you remember Lady Gaga, The Fame? Not The Fame, the song, but The Fame, the album. That, The Fame era, is what this song Successful reminded me of. Like, it took me back there. I was like, oh man, this sounds like Lady Gaga in her The Fame era. Like I say, I'm not comparing and saying blah blah blah, but I'm just saying that's what it reminded me of. Yeah. Track number 8, Every Time. Yes, finally we're getting into the good stuff. This was a good song. I like this song. I feel like it was a transition song, you know, so it was kind of like a flow, you know, that you had to go along with, but I liked it. Why have I got a piece of curly hair, like, really annoying me? There we go. Oh, I had a piece of hair like here that I can feel. It's really annoying me. Yeah, but anyway, back to the song. I like the backing vocals as well for this one, and I like the message, because sometimes you do just get sent back to people. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just think, I'm done with them, I'm flipping done, and then you're not, and it's crazy. Like, that's just how it is. Like, the universe just brings you back together, and I just like that song. I liked it. Number 9, Breathing. Best song on the album. Flipping, where are all these songs in 1, 2 and 3? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is what you should have been doing for the whole of the album. These, you know, these type of songs. These ones. Breathing, Successful, Every Day, Every Time. Not every time, sorry, not every day. You know, and I just think, come on, flipping, this is what you should have been doing. So, I love this song. I love the message. Sometimes you just gotta keep breathing, you know? And what I love, this song, what I love is she does the breathing and breathing, that's fine, then she goes on with the song. Then when the second chorus comes, she stops the music, does the breathing and breathing, and then the music kicks back in. I love it when artists do this, because the music just stops, they carry on singing, then the music comes back in on cue, and I just think, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this to be like done live. I can't wait, because it's going to be so good. To be honest, she could have called the album Breathing, because she didn't, to call the album Breathing, she didn't even have to change the cover. It could have just been called Breathing, you know? Rather than Sweetener. Why did she call it Sweetener? Like, why? I don't know. Why was that the title track? This should have been the title track. Why would just have been the title track? Like, honestly, this should have been the title track. Why wasn't this the title track? This should have been the title track. Definitely. Or at least the second single. Like, come on. Come on, please. I know that some artists want to save some of their best songs for the album release and don't want to release all the best songs for singles, but this should have been at least the title track. Oh my gosh. Number 10, No Tears Left to Cry. I like this song. When I first heard this song, I didn't like it. I was kind of like, but now that I've listened to it a few times, it's nice. I like it. I like the way she opens it with a nice flow, and then it just in, you know? In with the beat. Yeah, I like that song. Very good, very good. Nice choice in single as well, might I ask? Add. Number 11, Borderline. yeah, this song was borderline as to whether it should have been on the album or not. Honestly, I should have known from the title that it was going to be borderline. I don't know what's going on. There's just because I listen with headphones, like Beats, so that all the noise is cancelled out, and I can just hear all these weird noises, and I don't know why. And then it seems to take my attention off the song and more onto these weird noises that are going on. And yeah, I felt like Miss's part was too short as well. She should have been on the song more. But again, this will be a skip song. I know. We had a couple of good songs in the middle. Don't say we're going back to flipping Blazing and that now. Like, come on, we just got the good stuff. This is what the whole album should be like. Should be like those. Number 12, Better Off. Finally. Okay. We're getting back to like the okay stuff. Because when Borderline came on, I was kind of like, are we going back to like them? Because we best blooming not be, but we didn't. We went to Better Off, and it's much better. This is a very nice chill song. It's a nice flow, good transition song. You put in between two songs, you know. I could imagine kind of, I don't know, kind of sitting with my cozy clothes on with a nice hot chocolate, looking out the window, and it's raining all down the window, and that song's playing. That's what I get from that song, like just chill, you know. Very much liked it. Number 13, Good Night and Go. Again, I liked it. I did like it. The drop, I didn't expect. They have like a nice little flow that kind of fits with Better Off, and then I was like, okay. And then like the beat just drops, not like dubstep style, but it just kind of drops, and I didn't expect it, and I liked it. And then they have like little ooh, like her ooze. I don't want to say ooze because it makes me think of slime, but like her ooze, the ooze that she does, so good. This was a good song. Yeah, I much preferred the end of the album to the beginning. Pete Davidson. I'll talk about the name in a minute, but the song itself, it's a nice little bop. It's like cute, you know, it's one of them. It's like cute. It's a bit shorter than perhaps some of her others, but you know, it was cute. It was okay. I'll probably still skip it though. But can I just talk about this name? I don't think naming a song on your album about your boyfriend is a good idea. No, like, shade or anything to Ariana. Like, she can do what she likes. It's her album, and I'm not gonna blooming shade her for this, you know? Like, she could do what she likes. But I'm just saying, right? You just never know what's gonna happen. You just never know. And I'll use this as an example. I don't know. It's like people. You know who people, like, they get tattoos of their partner's name, and it's like, oh, look how cute, he got my name tattooed on his arm, blah. And then, like, 2 years later, they're split up, and the name's still flipping there, and people have to have it covered up or lasered off. Like, what was the point? Why do you just not get a tattoo with your partner's name on? Do you know what I mean? Like, why don't you just get a normal tattoo? I don't say normal, but, like, why don't you just get a tattoo that, you know, like Spyro or something, you know? So, it's like, I don't get it. And it's the same as, like, for example, right, Nicki Minaj. I know I always bring things back to Nicki Minaj, but just imagine Pink Friday era, 2009, 2010, Nicki Minaj, prime of it, well, like, in her prime, because she's about to release her first album. She's got all this buzz. Safari's there. I know that they weren't officially out as a couple, although I think people already knew they were. But she kept saying it was a hype man, But let's just say that they were out as a couple, like Ariana Grande and Pete are. And she did a song, a nice ballad, on Pink Friday that was about Safari and how great he is and how he supported her through all these ups and downs and blah, 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 blah. Just imagine, you know. And she did it on all the tours, everybody loved it, and they were all happy-do-lally. And then 2014 comes and they split up after 12 years of a relationship, you know? So we're talking like 2009 when she would have wrote that song. You're talking about 8 years into a relationship. That's a long time. They passed the 7-year mark, which I say is when people usually split up. Excuse you. I'm just using this as an example, you know? Like, some people say, well, you know, they've been together 8 years, so surely they're going to stay together. Not always, guys. And I'm just using that as an example. And then I'm just saying, like, 2014 hits, they split up, Nicki Minaj is now with Meek Mill, and she, you know, does whatever, and then 2018 comes and she's on Twitter dissing Safari about his hairline when she wrote a song about him in 2010 that was about how great he was, and that's always going to be there on that album. Do you know what I mean? So I just don't think it's a good idea, to be honest. But maybe Ariana Grande is a different type of person. Maybe she's very much like, you know what, I see every album as frozen in time. I was with Pete when I wrote this album, so I wrote a song about Pete on this album because that's how I felt at that time. Like, maybe she's that type of person. I am not. I am very much like, I will erase you from my existence. It's raining. If you can hear the rain, I'm sorry. You know, so maybe she's just a different type. Maybe she sees it as a different type of view. You know, maybe she sees it as, well, you know, this album is now frozen in time. It was 2018, and there you go. You know, so maybe that's why. But I'm just saying, in general, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm sorry about the rain. It's getting really heavy. 15, Get Well Soon, which is the last song on the album. I liked it. Nice little flow. Nice little kind of reminiscent, kind of vulnerable, to be honest, from the lyrics. I could see kind of vulnerability. I am so sorry about the rain. It's really bad. But it had a good message. I also liked how she left... she made the song 5 minutes and 22 seconds because the Manchester bombings actually happened on the 22nd of May in 2017. So it's actually hailing now. So I am very sorry, but I just need to finish this video because I'm at the end. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I also liked how she made the song 5 minutes and 22 seconds because the Manchester bombings actually happened on the 22nd of May in 2017. So I really liked how she left that little bit of silence at the end of the album as kind of to remember them. Because some people, some fans who went to that show in Manchester, their lives ended that night and they never got to hear this album. So I just think it was nice to give an empty space. I don't say empty, give a silence. It was nice of her to give a silence at the end of the album that they've never heard, but they would have been listening to had they been here. And I just think that was a really nice way to finish it, you know. Good album with a good message, you know, like Breathing and Get Well Soon. There are a lot that you know, have good messages behind them, and I like that. I feel like she came through at the end of the album rather than the beginning. I don't know whether she did that on purpose, whether she chose to put all the best songs at the end and the not so good ones at the beginning. But then again, she said her favourite was REM, and that's at the beginning, so I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe it's just me. But I feel like the end of the album is 100% better than the beginning. Kind of starting from Successful for me. Track number 7, which is about halfway, is where it starts thingying for me. But the first 6 I'm not really a fan of, apart from the intro. The intro I don't really count as a song because it's only just like a little intro. I do prefer her Dangerous Woman stuff, 100%. This album is nowhere near as good as Dangerous Woman. But my favourites were probably Breathing, Notice After Cry. I really like Every Time. I like most of them. I like Better Off, you know. But Breathing is my all-time favourite. That's my favourite on this album. I wish she would have channeled Dangerous Woman a bit more, but I do understand that perhaps she might have wanted to address different things. Like Dangerous Woman, she's had a lot happen to her in between Dangerous Woman and now. So there's probably a few things she wanted to address. There's a few things that she's probably feeling, you know, and so I get why it's different, because there is a lot happened to her, because she's my age. Is she? She might even be younger than me, but she's around about my age, and that's a lot to go through for somebody my age, you know. So I do understand that she's talking from a different place now. When she was doing Dangerous Woman, she's totally talking from a different place now. So I get why it was different, but I do prefer the Dangerous Woman era 100%. And that's pretty much going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't want to keep people too long. I've been talking for 20 minutes already. But overall, I did like the album. I don't want people to think that I didn't like the album. The beginning of the album didn't do it for me, but the last bit really pulled through. Yeah, so I do like it. Very good. I will be listening to those forever now, you know. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in any other music reviews, I've only done one more so far, and that's Nicki Minaj Queen. I might do a few more in the future, depends on what albums are released and blah blah blah. But I did Nicki Minaj Queen last month, so you can go and check that out. And yeah, if you want to know my thoughts on that, then you can check that video out. I'll leave it in the cards and at the end screen for you to click on. Yeah, so anyway, it stopped raining now, typical, I know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I will leave links to Sweetener in the description below, so if you want to check out and listen for yourself, you can click on them. And yeah, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe for more videos from me, and make sure you check out my other videos. And I will see you next time.